Hey, YTPC. Hope you're all good. It's the weather's not how it was said to be today, so we're expecting a lot more rain. Yesterday was a bit of a washout, and it's boiling out there. It's far too hot for me. Housekeeping. We've got the DeGraaff that Big Smoke Phil kindly repaired for me, and in it, for the first time, I'm trying WO Larsen Craftsman's Edition, which was also sent to me kindly by Big Smoke Phil. So we'll see how we go with this one. It smells amazing. It is very dry, but whether these are all new to me, so whether that's how it should be, I don't know. See if we can keep it lit this time, eh? Different. Not sure what I'm getting. Still have a terrible palate, lots to learn, as I've said before, but oh, it smells amazing. Feels like I'm losing it already. I can't pluck any flavours out of that. It's just a nice mellow smoke. I've got to get used to not overdoing it with this pipe, as I said last time. I couldn't get over how it was burning my hand really quickly, so something to get used to. It's a very light pipe, it's not a dense piece of wood, so I assume that's part of it. So yeah, oh, one quick question for you people who know. Do the Peterson 9mm filters tend to be slightly bigger than others? Because I know when Phil sent this back after repairing it, he sent it back with a filter in it and it fit lovely. I've only got Peterson filters, and it doesn't close up the same with a Peterson filter in. I don't want to force it, but I just wonder if they tend to be a little oversized. So if you could let me know if anyone knows that, so I can get hold of some alternatives if that's the case. So yeah, it's too hot. I've just spent a good while barrowing a lot of compost. At the worst time of the day, and I'm suffering for that now. I feel pretty crap. My wife isn't impressed with me that I didn't just stop. She doesn't understand. I mean, she's known me bloody long enough. That once I've started I just want that job done, so I just get on and finish that job, and whilst I procrastinate about a lot, things like that, I just get on. So I'm pleased because it's finished, but she's not happy because as she says, I push myself. But you know, it's what it is. Job's done. Job's a good one. I've got a load of tree limbs that need ringing up. I'll show you when the limb came down from a neighbour's tree recently. So I've still got those to deal with. It's too hot today anyway, as it turns out. But I got my husky saw out, sharpened that up ready, and was gonna do a bit of that, only to find that the chain's not oiling. So I've just stripped the chainsaw down, only to find that I think the worm gear's gone and maybe the oil pump's gone. So another job to do. Let's find a good price on those and get some of those ordered. And just to be really annoying, I managed to drop the needle bearing cage or race and pinged I think 6 or 7 of the needles out. I've managed to find all bar one, so I need to buy a new bearing as well. So it's a good day all round. I watched Drinking Papa Bob and Jonathan Piper X1X with their musical renditions this morning. And I said to Bob that I'll consider whether to throw something out there for that. It depends on how much I wish to embarrass myself. But Mrs. Trucking Piper on the piano was awesome. My wife plays the piano. I've never heard her play the piano, but I know she got a high grade in piano, and she used to play in bands, but I've never heard her play. So there's not a lot of hope of me getting a recording of her playing the piano out there. But you know, you never know. We'll see. Anyway, it was just a quick bit of ramble. I thought I'd try this tobacco. I still can't decide on taste. And I've not looked it up. I've not even got into the swing of looking tobaccos up yet to get more info. I just try them and see what I get. Or it was quite interesting. I think it was this one that my wife smelt the tobacco in the jar, and she was then reeling off that she was getting this fruit and that fruit, and yeah, I just sound really dim with it. So she really ought to be smoking these. I don't think I'll suggest it. It's a nice smoke. It's very mellow, very smooth. I was going to have Eileen's Dream again because I really enjoyed that, but I thought I want to try each of these first. So maybe with more time, more experience, I'll get more out of this and become more accustomed. But anyway, that was it, guys. Just a bit of a random ramble, bit of nothingness really. Just thought I'd say hello. I hope you've all had a cracking bank holiday weekend and have a cracking rest of the bank holiday weekend. I hope our friends and YTPC family in America are having a good Memorial weekend. Or Memorial Day weekend, I don't know the proper term for it. I may or may not tack something on the end of this video. It'll either stop now or there'll be a bit of something else. I'll have a think on whether to put something on. I was going to film me demolishing the chainsaw, but I just thought it's too difficult to mount the camera, and I'm only using the iPhone. I don't know about editing it into a usable, watchable thing, so I still need to look into that. But we'll see how we go. Right guys, have a cracking rest of the weekend. I'll catch you soon. Cheers. So the extra bit, if you're seeing this, then I've attached it to the end of the other video. If you're not seeing this, then I haven't attached it to the rest of the other video, which should make sense, I hope. And I'm still enjoying this Craftsman's edition. I still can't describe what I'm tasting. But anyway, so I know I've mentioned it to a couple of people that in the other side of the workshop I've got a project in waiting, which is a boat. Love boats, love the water. It's quite funny because when I first met my in-laws, a boat was mentioned by my wife. She asked my father-in-law how the boat was coming on, and it didn't mean anything to me, but there was a bit of hilarity with it, and he'd clearly done nothing with the boat. And year after year we'd go to see them, or they'd come to see us, and it became a bit of a standing joke. How's the boat coming along? Not done anything with the boat, it's still in the boathouse. And then after about, I don't know, 10 years of this, my wife, when we saw the mast, has the boat coming on, and he said, oh, I've put it up for sale because I'm not going to get around to doing it. And so I'd put it in a local paper for sale. And my wife said, well, that's a shame. We're going to have a boat one day because we both love the water. And we've got a kayak, a two-person kayak that we go out on. And he said, oh, well, I'd much rather you had the boat than somebody else have it. So do you want to have the boat? Which we accepted. And when they came up to see us, I think the following year, they brought it up from Kent on the back of their motorhome, and it sat on the drive here for a little while, and then I cleared space and got it under cover. And now the boot is on the other foot because they can come here and ask, and I've done nothing with the boat. So they're coming up next month, and it will no doubt be mentioned. And I was determined to have some progress, something to report, at least have done something so I can say I've started the boat. I've done more than you because I've started it, but I haven't started it. It's still sat it's now a strange shaped shelf in the workshop, sadly. So this year it needs to be moved, and I need to do some bits on it. I know nothing about boats. So I did my speedboat, I did my powerboat license when I worked in my previous job for the Environment Agency. So I learned to drive boats and drive ribs, and I've driven various boats now and working platforms, because a lot of my previous work was in the rivers. But as for repairing boats and renovating boats, nothing. So, and it's fiberglass, so that's, other than patching bits of fiberglass many years ago, I've not done anything like this. I've got a book about boats, and I've watched a lot of videos on transom repairs and replacements in case that's needed, and blah blah blah. Got the two-stroke outboard sat in there as well that I need to, I bought a manual for that. I need to strip and rebuild that. So I'm sure at some point I will be asking questions on here, just in case there's anyone who has decent knowledge of boats and boat engines. And I think the engine may be a little bit lacking. It's 4 horsepower, 2-stroke. Although the boat is only 14 foot, so it is a small boat. I tried to attach a little, maybe a video on the end of this, or some pictures, or both. But yeah, I thought, I'm sure there'll be people. I know Bob likes his boats, very different. Bob likes proper bigger boats. I'll try actually as well to maybe I'll drop a picture on the end of me in the weed cutting boat from my last job. I love that. That was one of the best jobs, being out in a weed cutting boat on the rivers. That was a fantastic job to do. I spent a lot of time doing that. It's a brilliant thing, brilliant boats, great fun. Amazing place to work. So yeah, I'll tack a bit on, just some randomness, just in case anyone is interested in these things. And as I say, there'll probably be some questions at some point, some advice needed on working on boats. So, as previously, have a cracking rest of the weekend, guys. Catch you soon. Cheers. So guys, there she sits, a little boat. As I say, a shelf, really. So that needs to change this year. It's got seats either side. Plenty of work needed. Somewhere, there. The outboard, sitting amongst all the ramble in the garage. Just with stuff piled all on her, all around her. And she's an Oyster 14. So plenty to do. Nice little project, which needs to start soon, honestly. Cheers.